Hello everyone, welcome to Get Inspired channel. My name is Letitia and today I'm super excited to have you here because I'm going to share with you a topic that touches so many people out there. And if you are one of them, make sure you subscribe, like and comment on this video, and please watch this video up to the end because there is a lot that you need to learn from this video. Today we are going to talk about what does it mean to be ready for a serious relationship, how to know when you are there, and what should you consider before taking that step. So let's not waste time and dive in our topic of today. Our point number one is make sure you are over your past relationship. Yeah, if you are still thinking about your ex-boyfriend, then you might not be ready for a serious relationship. Or if you just got a heartbreak and maybe it's been like 2 months, 3 months, then you still need time to heal. Because you don't want to be you don't want to enter into a new relationship, and when you still have that baggage of your ex, like you still you are still hurt because your ex broke your heart. And then when you get into a new relationship, all you talk about is your ex all the time, because that new partner, it will make that new partner feel like you are not over your ex-boyfriend. Yeah, so make sure before you start, or before you feel like you are ready to start a new relationship, you are over your ex. If you still have your ex's number and then you are here saying I'm looking for a serious relationship, no way, you are not ready for a serious relationship. I know some of you might say, me and my ex are friends. You and your ex are friends, eh? Okay, get into a new relationship and then you tell your partner that I have my ex's number and we are still friends. No, like everything between us is like there is nothing between us and we are just friends. Okay, you be telling me. So make sure you don't have your ex's number, and that will be a proof that you are ready for a serious relationship. If you have it, then you need to get rid of it. Why am I saying that? Because you as long as you are still in touch with your ex, as long as you still have his contact, then that means there is a possibility of being distracted. There are some circumstances where you really need to have your ex's number no matter what, and that is when you have a kid together, or when you have kids together. That is very understandable, because no matter what, if the kid gets sick, the other person has to know. If there is anything wrong, maybe at school or whatever, the other person has to be aware of what is happening with the kid. So that one I would really understand it. But if you have no attachment with your ex, like if you guys have no kids together, like literally there is nothing between you guys, then you really need to get rid of them. Like seriously, you'll have made a big decision of like, okay, I've left this person. I no longer want to think about him. I have nothing to do with him. I don't want his contact anymore. So I want to move on and be ready for someone else. I want to give my time to heal and be ready for a better person. That is a very important point when you are ready, or when you feel like you are ready to start a serious relationship. Our point number two is knowing your deal breakers. Think about your deal breakers. Deal breakers are things you cannot tolerate in a relationship. They could be dishonesty, cheating. Yeah, like as a person, you always have your deal breakers where you're like, I can, where you're like, I'm ready for a serious relationship, but if a man has these funny qualities, I cannot tolerate them. So if you are out there and you feel like you are ready for a serious relationship, do you have deal breakers? Or for you, you are like, for me, as long as I get a man who's ready to love me, who's ready to accept me the way I am, then I'm ready. No, let me tell you something. Make sure as a woman you have deal breakers. Having deal breakers is a sign that as a woman you are ready to be in a serious relationship. When you are in the process of getting to know someone and you ask them their deal breakers, It will also help you to communicate yours so that they can understand the kind of a person you are and what you cannot tolerate. Because if someone gets to know that you cannot tolerate someone who's dishonest, you cannot tolerate whatever you communicate to them, then it brings more respect to you as a woman. It makes this man think that, oh, she's a woman of value, she knows what she wants, she cannot accept this. She like it makes a man have more respect for you, you know. Yeah. And it also helped that man to change if they are that person, maybe if they were a cheat or dishonest or whatever, it will help them to change. And if they are, and that's if they are ready to pursue you, if they are also ready to be in a serious relationship with you, they'll make sure they change so that they can meet certain qualities of a man you want in your life. So communicating your deal breakers is very important as having them. Yes, for me, like this, I have my deal breakers. Mm-hmm. Yes, so as a woman, make sure you have them too. It will help you to attract better men. It will help you to attract a man who's gonna respect your values, who's gonna respect you for who you are, and it will also help you not to waste your time with time wasters. It will also help you not to attract people you are not ready to be in a relationship with people. Our point number three is being able to trust your partner. I know sometimes we go through heartbreaks, we go through betrayal, we go through a lot of things that make us lose trust in, and sometimes that might make us not be able to trust again. But when you are ready to start a serious relationship, then you need to be able to trust again, because people are different. Just because you experienced betrayal or whatever you experienced in your past relationship, then it doesn't mean that the next person who will come into your life will have the same uh, behaviors like your past relationships. So you have to make sure you have to be able to trust again, because you can't lie to yourself that, okay, I'm now ready to be in a serious relationship, when deep inside you know that you will not be able to trust your partner, because making a big decision that I'm not ready to be in a serious relationship means that if if your relationship gets serious with that person, it means that you and that person are going to start a family in future, are going to spend the rest of your life. But how will you be able to do all that with a partner when you are not able to trust? Because making a decision that I'm gonna have kids with this person, I'm gonna get married with this person, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this person, it comes out of trust. And if you are not able to trust again, then you have not healed yet. Then you still need time to be able to trust again. Because what will make the other person feel more special is knowing that you really trust them, knowing that even if someone says bad things about them in their behind their back, you'll still know that, no, my person can never do this, my person is this and this. That is the trust someone wants from you. But if you are not able to do that, then you still need time and you are not ready for a serious relationship. Because making a decision of being ready to be in a serious relationship comes with being able to trust in people, being able to trust in your partner, being able to sit down and know that whatever I'm sharing with this person is because I'm doing out of trust. And if you cannot do that, then you are not ready for a serious relationship. You see? Yeah. Our point number four is having conflict resolution skills. Uh-huh. So, are you a firecracker? Are you that person that when you get into an argument with your partner and you just start arguing, and then you want to show that for you can argue, you are good at arguing? If you are that person who always wants to argue on everything, then you are not ready for a serious relationship. Yes, because You need to be at that level whereby you have to be able to handle conflicts in a very, very mature way. Yeah, because if you are that person who's a firecracker, for you, you cannot accept defeat. You are always in that set whereby if someone argues with you, then you have to show them the power in you, the power of arguing you possess. You will not be able to um, make a very good and peaceful relationship. So make sure you work on that, especially if you are a firecracker. Make sure you work on that. Yeah, because communication is very important when you it's very important in a relationship. Yeah, let's say that you guys had arguments, you are able to sit down, work on them, talk about them, and discover what you should do to overcome those conflicts or those challenges that you are facing as a couple. So if you are not able to be that person who's able to agree with your partner and sit down and resolve conflicts in a very mature way, then you are not ready for a serious relationship, because you'll find yourself that you cannot be in long lasting relationships, because because no man wants to be with a firecracker. No one wants to date a firecracker. Even me, I can't date a man who's a firecracker. But when it comes to relationship, you need to communicate. Your partner is a human being. He might frustrate you unknowingly. You know, maybe he did something and he doesn't know that it will upset you. And for you, instead of telling him that this one upset you, he should not do it again, or maybe he should, you know, instead of communicating, for you just keep the anger. Tomorrow he does something else, or he repeats the something knowing that you are okay with it. You keep the anger, you keep building the anger. And then deep inside you start building hate for your partner. And that too is because you are not communicating very, very well. So that might be a very immature way of handling conflicts, because with the relationships, misunderstandings are always will always be there, but it's how you handle them that really matters. So make sure when you are ready to be in a serious relationship, you are able to handle conflicts in a very mature way. You know, yeah. So I hope you understand that. Our point number 5 is creating time for your partner. Yeah, I know sometimes some people have very busy schedules that they don't even have time for relationships. Yeah, there are people whom you find like even they don't have time for themselves, like to go out with friends, like to have some time alone. They really don't have it. So when you are considering to be in a serious relationship, then you really have to think about that very, very deeply. When you are that person who's always busy, then you need to think twice when you are considering to be in a serious relationship, because being in a serious relationship comes with being able to create time for your partner, because they need your emotional support. Maybe your partner had a bad day. Will you be able to will you be able to comfort them, to make them feel okay, so that really matters as well. If your schedule is very tight, then you need to you need to set goals. You need to be like, okay, because you can't work forever if you're a woman. If you can work hard and you find like you are in your 50s and now you are super rich, but you don't have a life, you don't have a partner, you don't have kids, and you know life is just there. So make sure you have a target that, okay, I'm very busy, I have a busy schedule, and I don't think I can be able to give time, I can be able to give a relationship time this year or in the next 2 to 3 years. So you'd be like, okay, my target is I'll make sure in the next 2 to 3 years I work hard and be able to have the kind of and I be able to create the kind of a life I want. And then that time I'll be able to give a relationships time, or I'll be able to give someone time. And you'd be like, okay, I've set my goals, let me work for these 2 years, let me work for the certain kind of time, and then after that I'll be able to settle down. I'll be able for a serious relationship. I'll be able to give my partner time to communicate, to support them emotionally, support them in any way they want me to support me. So that is also very important, because if you are very busy and then boom, you are lucky to be in a serious relationship, you get that person who's able to be there for, like, you get that person who is so excited to have you in their life, and then when they need you, are not there. You are always busy, like, you really have no time for them. It will discourage them, and guess what, the relationship might not work out. So make sure you have time. You are able to have time for your partner. You are able to be there for them when they need you. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean that you be there 24/7, like, oh, you're chatting with your partner. No, that's not what I mean. You can always schedule and be like, okay, me, I get done with work at 6 p.m. or at 5 p.m. He tells you he's scheduled to, and then you schedule that time when you guys will have a call and talk. And how was your day? My day was like this. Oh, that's great. That's good. You had a great day. Today we had a meeting and I got a promotion. Then you congratulate them, and that is all they need from you. They want to tell you about their day. They want to act like a baby, and they need you in their life. So if you are not able to be there when they need you, then things might not work out. So make sure you are able to have time for the relationship when you are considering to be in a very serious relationship. Our last point, number 6, is learning from past relationships. Think about your past relationships. What worked and what didn't work. Learn from those lessons and make yourself better. Sometimes you might find like the reason why your past relationship didn't work out, you were the problem. What did you do? What did you do that made that relationship not work out? If it was the other person's problem, what did they do that made you feel like, no, you can't take it anymore, so that you are not able to experience it in your next relationship? If they were the problem, or maybe what should I give as an example? Maybe let's say they were okay. Let's say they were a cheat, and you said, I can't take it anymore, I can't be with a cheat, and you left them. So it was their problem and you left them. How are you going to make sure you don't experience the same thing in the next relationship? Make sure you communicate it clearly when you are getting into a new relationship, so that the person can understand. That's I think that relates with the deal breaker, so that the person can understand what you can't tolerate. you know and if you were the problem, then make sure you work on yourself. Make sure you try your best to improve yourself. Make sure that you are that person. In fact, ask yourself, do I have the qualities that a person would admire to date me? Do I have the qualities that if a person got to know me on a deeper level, would they take me serious? Would they really want to start a future with me? Would they really want me to be a mother of their kids? Those are the questions you should ask yourself. After knowing what you really need to improve on, that is the question you need to ask yourself. That, okay, I've known my problem. My problem is this in a relationship. My problem is me, and I need to improve on this. There are some things you should look at and work on yourself, especially if you were the problem in your past relationship. Make sure you don't become another problem in your next relationship. Discovering your strength and weaknesses is very important. So, after knowing all that, then I think you can be in that place where you feel like, okay, I'm now ready for a serious relationship. Yeah, so I hope those little points that I gave out were really important to you, and I hope you picked a leaf. And if you found this video very helpful, then give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and please comment in the comment section. I know there are very many people who always take their time to comment on my videos, so I will make sure every video I upload, I appreciate people who take their time to comment on my videos, and I will always appreciate at least 2 to 3 people on each video. And if you are lucky and I pick you from those people, then that is great, because I cannot bring like over 30 to 20 people to appreciate them, but I'll always pick a few and appreciate them. So otherwise, thanks for watching. So right now, let me appreciate my people who take their time to comment on my videos. These are people that commented on my previous video. That video which talks about the best strategies I used to find true love on a dating app. If you've not watched it, go and watch it. It has very amazing tips. So I'm now replying the people who commented on that video. Yeah, so this is Penina Niwasima, and she's saying that I like what I'm seeing, Letitia, and thank you so much for teaching us. You are the best. Niwasima Penina, thank you so much. That means a lot to me, and I really and it makes me feel good that there are people who really appreciate my work. So Niwasima Penina, I love you so much. Yes. Then our next person is Harriet the Traveler. Thanks for commenting. She's also a YouTuber. She's a traveler YouTuber. You can check out her channel. She says, "This is amazing. Thanks for sharing, dear." Thanks, Harriet the Traveler. Yeah. So otherwise, keep commenting in the comment section. I will always appreciate you on my video. So otherwise, peace.